am. I am. I am. I am the bongo man, the Congo man, the black heart man, the mad man. I am the Rasta man. I am criticized, ostracized, dehumanized. I am the Rasta man. I am. I make black women princess, queens, empress, goddess, African. I am the Rasta man. I am. I am Shaka, Bogle, Samsha, Taki, Nani, Asante, Mama, Naya Bingi. I am the Rasta. I am the drum, kora, mbili, flute, xylophone, rattles. I am the Rasta man. I am Juju, Fuji, iLife, Maposa, Afrobeat, Jazz, Reggae, Ska, Mentor. I am the Rasta man. I am fighting Western illusion, confusion, white supremacy, lunacy, neocolonialism, schism. I am the Rasta. I am fighting communism, socialism, democracy, theocracy, autocracy. I am the Rasta. I am fighting for justice, preservation of life, your life, my life, our life. I and I is one. I understand that I am the Rasta. I am the Rasta man. I am.
All right, family, peace, greetings. Welcome to another edition of Baba TV. Every time fire. And it's my absolute privilege and honor to be back in the company of this priest, high priest. Shout out to the Naya Bingi, the Bobo, the 12 tribes, Ethiopian Orthodox. Shout out to the Rasta man. Shout out to you. Priest, I'm so glad to see you on Baba TV for this constructive reasoning that you always have to bring to us, sir. And I don't want to talk too much. That Bingy did something to my spirit. I don't know what came over me, but
okay.
It's all love. Priest, go ahead and talk to the people. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. Just help me out, priest. Help me out.
Well, it ain't really a loss of words, man. It's how good and how pleasant it is for our brethren and sisters to dwell together in perfect love and unity. It's like the ornament upon our head, even our eye steps that went down to the skirts of our garments. Like a dew of Hermon, The dude is sitting upon the idle mountain Zion, for there the true and living I am bread. I said, the first time I entered the blessing, even life and love for Ivan and Ivan more. Yes, ones and all like that. I don't have no nice talk for you because I don't have no nice talk for you. We supposed to be acting a little bit better than this, people. Just a little bit. Just, what is this we doing? Because there's a lot of teachers out here, people getting thousands of followers and all this stuff. That I don't mind none of that. I don't have no followers. That's how it is. I never had any, so can't get me in no conspiracy charge. I don't have no followers. Just ones and ones. We love the same thing, so we do the same behavior, so we get the best results out of our life. So, come spirit see. You can come see the spirit if you want. But Baba, there's enough going on the planet right now, and come like people don't have no sense. You got plenty of money on their brain, but money in their pocket, nice cars, houses, no morals. You got no morals. Baba, can I ask you a question right quick?
Yes, sir.
You ever heard of the term switch them out?
No, sir.
You never heard that before? Okay, good. Now, I'm a radio host, so we interview people from time to time. So we had the pleasure of interviewing an artist, young lady, the other day on Dirty Basement Radio. You can go back and check out last Saturday's show. And the young lady, she got a song out, and it's a pretty good song or whatever. So we interviewing the lady, and she said, can I switch you out? So, I'm an old dude. I don't know what that means. It sounded like invite. I say, well, as long as I can switch you out, shit, we can switch out. And I didn't know what it meant. So I asked her, what does that mean? She laughed. She said, well, you'll figure it out. So I kept the interview going, kept going. So someone hit me on the phone and said, she want to add you to her collection. So whenever she needs something like wisdom or whatever, she got money and stuff. She need wisdom, she'll just call you, and she's switching you out. You get the place or whatever guy she not seeing anymore. So she'll switch you out for a couple hours and make you feel better, and you make her feel better, and then she'll switch you out again. I didn't know none of this. You ever heard such a thing, bro?
Nah, I can't say I have.
And you come to find out that it's the professional people that switch each other out. So they the ones that's passing on most of the disease and all this shit. Because they have this practice. They got this practice of, I like this guy or girl, we gonna switch out tonight. And they have no commitment. No baby's gonna come from that. They making sure they don't make no babies from it. And the woman, if she gets the baby, it's hers. She has the right for her body. So if she want to switch you out and got your baby, it's her baby. Okay? So they got us in a predicament. Bad. Our morals gone, bro. I was trying to buy some feelings the other day. I can't find where to buy them at. Somebody can help a brother. Let me buy some feelings from you. I don't want you to loan me none. Let me just see some feelings. Because people out here doing the most dastardly thing that you can see on the planet. And I'm like, oh, it's getting worse now. So don't even think that it's not. People call me from Chicago on my show. And they said, Priest, you ever heard of The Purge? I said, no, I don't watch movies like that. They said, no, man, it's going on real life in Chicago. They're allowing it where people can come and sleep on your yard, walk in your house, take your stuff. And the chief of police in Chicago, this is real shit, said he can't do nothing about it but get the people a ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got my big daughter coming to see me. She always checking on her pops. You know what I'm saying? So I love you, baby. We'll talk. All right. Yeah, so she come check on the old man, make sure everybody else good, her siblings good. And we're gonna keep building, because like I told her, don't let nothing else stop us from what we already created. Okay, we created something. We created it. Me and the children created it. Okay. So our relationship, oh, I like it too. Thank you. I like it too. It came with the face. It came with the tribulation. To the person who said they like my beard, it came with the tribulation. It used to be longer, but I managed to have 11 children inside of the time while it was growing. So each one of the 11 children got a piece of it. So that's what I got left.
Uh,
I'm looking for some twins right now. So
Go
I
ahead,
hope
Priest.
they don't get both. I hope they don't. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't come from none of that European thinking. Don't
Teach.
give me none. I don't want none. I never was in it. I was always the throwaway guy. So now the guy that you threw away, like we had a 40-year reunion at high school. Nobody even invited me. Okay. And I remember saying when I was in high school, since I was most likely not to succeed, that I'm going to show up with my helicopter and show up on the football field for the 40-year reunion. So people made sure they didn't call me and invite me. Because all the things where they did on the planet, they know that me showing up with the helicopter would have just bust they mind. Like I still remember. That's what I came to tell y'all. We all come from adverse positions. But what you get up in the morning to go do? What you get up to go do? You get up to go get money, you lost. I just finished telling my daughter the same thing. My time is not money. Excuse me. My time not money. My time is time. Money is money. If I don't feel like it, I don't get up and go do nothing. Period. People say there's money in it. Yeah, let the money stay over there. Guy called me today, man, we can go make this amount of money, man. I ain't going nowhere with you. Because every time we do smaller business, you always short. All the time. So why would I go do some big business with you? I'm going to be short. Big business. Common sense. So, like I said, there's a lot going on, Bob. I will go on because I got a rant. This is my rant. Like, do these people believe we actually going to follow any of them? And then they talking about they woke. Any guy that said he woke was sleep. Okay, how long was you sleep? You're 43 years old. You just turned woke. So 43 years you sleep. That means for the next 20 years you sleepwalking. Or you groggy. So don't nobody be following these cats. Because it's strictly about the dollars, man. It ain't about no answer for you or solution for you. We're supposed to be giving the people the solution so that they can bless us as the solution manifests. Anybody want to argue with me, jump right on that, man. Call Baba, we'll argue. Because we're doing the whole dynamic is wrong, man. We forgot Black Wall Street was sabotaged. We forgot everything, man. We forgot we built it without people's permission slip. We forgot. We forgot we never had to tell anybody about nothing we doing. What? If morals were approachable, people would still buy them. No, they wouldn't. Because, see, morals would come like that rare book. You ever read a rare book where it's only one copy and the person that has it is 80 years old? They the only person with that copy. Now, the people that been emailing this old man be like, I'll give you $700,000 for that book. Because the person, he let them read it when they were younger. So now when they made money, they remember where they got the information. So they called the old man and offered him $700K for that book. There's only one copy of it. See, we got to look at life like that. Stop this cheap stuff, man. I don't want to ride in a Tesla. It's too small. The vehicle me and my family ride in is a Mercedes Sprinter. That's the smallest vehicle we can fit in. My children say, we need to have a custom-made limo, man, from Maybach. If Maybach make it, we'll ride in it. I don't drive, so the driver have to be included. Stop playing with us, man. I value way above what you selling. You devalued us, okay? The person most likely not to succeed, I got 15 children out of the deal and working on 17 because I'm going to get somebody with these twins. You better know that. Because for me, that's when you get older. You want to be around your children. You want to see them grow. You want to see them matriculate and turn into something. Teachers walk up to me all day, be like, yo, Mr. Masam, your children, I taught this one in the sixth grade, and I taught this one. And I'm like, what happened to all of that? Moral justification. The reason why you get up every day so your children can shine. Not the best tennis shoes or the best. Your children can shine. Okay, I don't know if you got that picture, Baba, but my children got me in the White House during Obama time. I ain't never did any type of work whatsoever on the planet to be invited to the White House. My children just came, did a couple papers, and they got us invited to the White House. And didn't stop. They kept writing papers until one was in front of Chief Justice Sotomayor. She was reading in front of the Chief Justice. The next one was reading in front of Jay Stevens. I was like, my children are doing this. Me and all the work I did in my life for money, I ain't never get to the White House, bro, or to the Supreme Court. These are things that made me so like I take my time out of my busy schedule, giving my time to people for money. How about if I give my time to my children? If you got some money, you better go ahead and make the right price. Cause I just told my daughter it's $300,000 a year to live in DC, according to the 30% rule. That if you try to rent a house, they're gonna use that on you. You need 30% of your rent in your income. You need 30%. So if the house is $7,000 a month, you know already you got to make $21,000 plus a month to live in DC. So if you already here, you see the gold mine that you're in. If you're trying to get in, there's a gold mine here if you feel like digging.
All right, family. He'll be right back. Connection problems, you know, it do that. It do that sometime. In the meantime, in between time.
I thank the Lord for life. Right here.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Hold on,
I
please.
thank the Lord for life.
All right, all right. A little musical accompaniment. That's all. I told the
Yeah,
people
see,
you'd be right back.
Yeah, see what happened is when I started talk, right? That's why I was quiet for like 20 years. I stopped lecturing everything. Because see, when I talk, I'm not having a dialogue with you. I'm just talking. You can say what you want to say. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Because my observation and my time on the planet make it say I'm saying what I'm saying. And I'm living it and I'm minding my business. I'm taking care of my children and I'm minding my business. Now I'm asking people with all the talk, right? Like your platform, Baba, it's a great platform. That's why I love coming on it with your people. Because if they talk to me, I'll talk to them straight. Because I talked to a young lady yesterday. She has a group. Her group has 8 people in it together. They work together. They're not making no money. So she was like, how would you rebrand us? So I took out a piece of paper and I said, well, how many followers each of you have? So she said, X number. I said, okay, fine. Get $2 from everybody on that joint. She said, $2? That ain't enough money. I said, 2 times 30,000 followers is how much money? She said 60,000. And take the 60,000 a month and split that between your little 8 people, man, and stop acting like you stupid. Okay, you was taught math in school. They didn't teach you that type of math. Working together, simple math. If each of you got together 30,000 people and everybody give you $30, I think that you're close to $1 million at this point if you keep working.
Mm-hmm.
We wanna be broke. See, we wanna be broken. We wanna be like, I got an excuse for this. You ain't got no more excuse, man. Because the world keep on going and going and going, and you just complain about you live in an apartment building with 100 people. Everybody pay rent. Why don't everybody take that money and flip it every week? You got a co-op, flip the rent money. That's what we do in the real world. And buy the building back. Stop playing, people. Y'all be acting like somebody got to get shot for y'all, or get hung for y'all, or get in front of the camera for y'all. I don't want to do none of that. I want to go to the playground with my children, so I ain't standing in front of no bullet for you. You go ahead and do that. I'll take the Bible, though. Because that's what the elders say. Bible or the bullet? I'm taking the Bible. You take the bullet. Okay? Beat me with the word every time you want. Beat me with it. Because I'm going to love it. I got up this morning and I listened to a minister that I know. He was talking. And as he was talking, he was like really going through some stuff in his life, bro. But he kept holding firm. He's like, no matter what's going on, I'm going to hold on to my faith. I'm like, man, that's proper, man. That's Psalms 37. So he read the Psalms. He was saying, that's exactly what I was saying when I put out my message. I said, of course. I listened to 4 minutes and 11 seconds of his message, and I knew which page he was on. So I called him on the phone and said, yo, man, you on this page right here. And we talked for 45 minutes because we on the same page. Now, what happened to that? That dialogue that we supposed to have with one another. Why can't we get on the same page? Why we can't get the same heartbeat? Okay? Everybody don't want to get over on you. Matter of fact, we don't want to be nowhere near you if you really check yourself in the mirror. Michael Jackson said, check the man in the mirror. Right? Our elders say, if you ever have an enemy and you take your finger and point and say, your enemy, take your finger and turn it inward and say, my inner me. Inner me. What your enemy telling you? Not, you don't point at no next human being. They can stop breathing air and can't even finish the shit they started. Please forgive me for that one. Anybody say something, they ain't got to finish it. They breathe air. Air is not so common. A lot of people woke up dead this morning. They had pretty plans, money, everything, Baba. So we need to stop. Time is not money. Time is time. Money is the work that you do in the process to how you get it. Now, we don't work together. We work together who we want to work together with, because whatever's good for us, we're going to do that. But now, how are we going to help each other if you don't reach out to me? If you reach out to me, you reach out to me, I'm reaching out to you. A young lady reached out to me, I reached straight out to her. I had her sitting right here in my office. Broke down her whole social media strategy and showed her how she can make $831,000 a year with just the stuff she already doing. She said, my goodness, I wrote it down on a piece of paper for her, like, go carry that with you and go study that. So if somebody tell you something different, y'all go work that out. But always have that piece of paper in your pocket. So while you finish waking up and conscious and stuff, you be like, I got this paper. Let me read that. Go back to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make that work for you. Because we need to stop, man. Stop hindering each other from progressing. Stop. Just cut that out, man. Go hang out with people that don't like each other. Go hang out with them. See how long you last in the bad world. Because they got a problem in Milwaukee. I guess ain't nobody trying to pay it no mind. This purge thing is going on in Milwaukee every day. Google it. Everybody want to stay away from stuff. Google it. You think Chicago? Chicago ain't even matching Milwaukee right now. So somebody want that land in Milwaukee. And guess who's sitting on all that land, Baba?
Who, priest?
Black people. Black people sitting on all that land. So they shooting each other 5 at a time, babies, anybody, indiscriminately shooting each other. And ain't nobody covering that on the news. Nobody. They don't want to hear about that. Okay. DC, they had a little problem with that, but, you know, somebody put the word out like, I don't know who you is that think you want to do that, but you could be touched too. The commander, you know, in that bullshit. Because they keep saying the government. I'm like, the government ain't in no little petty shit like that, man. The dudes that's out here throwing guns in the neighborhood and all the other things, they got names to them. Okay? And their whole job is to make the people suffer. Now, I'm saying send them cats a note. That part is over. Go do that to somebody else. Like they said in the Godfather movie. Sell the drugs to the Negroes. We saying sell your bush over there to yourself. Sell it to people who buying it. Don't bring that. We need a recovery stage. We need a restoration process. We need to be left alone for at least 2 generations, because They done turned all the men to women. The women don't want no babies. The women don't want no man. They walk around with dogs, and it's like this is sad, man, on some different stuff. If you say good morning to somebody, they look at you like, what do you want? I'm like, what do I want? Good morning. You guys, nothing I want, actually. The person said, excuse me. I say, you are excused. Definitely, because when I say good morning to you, I was just saying good morning. I'm listening to my music. I'm happy. You look like you was almost going to smile. I say, good morning. You start going off in a different direction. Well, let me help you. Because if you think you it, I'm more it than you it. So I went off into her. I was like, by the way, as a female, I wouldn't even look at you personally. I got 15 children, and you wouldn't qualify to make none. She said, oh, my goodness. I was like, my goodness? Yes, that's what we're talking about. I said, good morning. I wasn't even bothering you on no level whatsoever. Good morning. You say good morning or don't say nothing. I keep moving. But no, you responded to me like, oh, I look like I'm pushing a baby stroller. That's what I look like, jamming the Grover Washington Jr. That's what I look like and sound like. So for you to prejudge me was like your mistake. So I just showed her mistake and like let her walk on down the street. But I let her know my radio station where she could tune in and call and tell the people how I'm hard to get along with. Because all the people that listen to my show, they go, Priest, you hard to get along with. Yes, I am. Because what I look like trying to marry everybody. I ain't trying to marry everybody. I'm trying to get along with you so we can get a project done. So your children can eat, my children can eat. Okay? Period. I'm not
And
here to feed your dog.
Yeah, pardon me 1 second. And that's the Listening Room DC on Blog Talk Radio from 6 to 8. And it's called the Listening Room DC, the Dirty Basement Radio, Dirty Basement Radio, and hosted by Priest Ilika. What day is that, Priest?
Well, Friday's show is the Listening Room DC.
Okay.
On Mondays, I have the Listening Room Philly. So I got the Philly show on Mondays.
Okay.
So people like me in the area, so they be like, come have a show up here. So I'm having a show in Philly. I'm playing Philly music. I'm interviewing Philly artists. I'm putting Philly back on the map for music. Because it's called the Listening Room. So I don't talk much on the show unless you call me. If you call me, like I told a listener the other day, you raise your hand on the switchboard. As soon as the song is finished playing, I will pick the phone up. The person say, well, why you didn't pick up the phone while I called? Look, man, you on the radio show, you on the Listening Room. Do you think I want to interrupt this song for 10,000 people so I can talk to you? You too famous for me. You too famous. I'm sorry. I don't talk to famous people that famous. They was like, excuse me? I'm like, where y'all get these manners from? Excuse me. No, I'm talking to you plain. Plain. I'm telling you, look, the music is playing. Let the music play. So all the listeners, it's musical therapy session. In case people don't understand the Listening Room, we're here to listen to music and get some therapy out of it. Because we remember that we had music all during our lives growing up that was therapy. It didn't tell you to go suck nothing, switch nothing, sell nothing, do nothing. Just therapeutic music. So now, the other stuff where they selling to us, these whole, what you look like, every girl I see got a phone in their face. I was like, you could get hit by a car. She don't care. Put the phone down. Don't tell them that. They looking at the phone like somebody looking at them. Nobody's looking at you, baby. Nobody. They looking at you, walking at you with a phone. Everybody else walking at you with a stroller and a baby. You trying to see how good you look. They thinking about how they can sell you some more hair and some more fingernails because you short. Because now you going to work as a time slave. You know what a time slave is, right, Baba?
Go ahead, teach.
Okay, time slave. What do you do 8 hours a day with your time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you on that slavery. Yes, sir.
You time slave. So now, once you sign into that time slave, your whole economic system, your own economic system is tied into you being a time slave. So if you get fired or you lose your job, your whole financial picture is in jeopardy. Now they did that to us for over 100 years, bruh. They got free labor out of us, and then you get 100 years of taking back the stuff we worked for. And it's cool, 'cause like Dick Gregory said, he had his Rolls Royce repossessed. So I don't feel no way about almost having mine repossessed. I don't feel no way. I'm good about that. Because what I'm going through is what the elders before me went through. Like my elder said to me, I'm just better at it than they were. So I'm teaching the younger people to be better at it than I am. Ross Peter. You understand? I know. Because see, these elders had common sense, which ain't so common these days, Baba. People don't have no common sense. And I don't, Brother Jack, this brother would be like, priest. Every time I talk to a hard-headed person, I would get a person a scripture first. Brother Jack would say, priest, you using strategy on them. I said, how you see it, priest? He's like, man, when they start talking that nonsense, you give them a scripture and make them argue with themselves. I'm going, that's what the scripture was for. Ross Iris, Mother Farika, blessings to everyone still living. Mm-hmm. See, Ross Sam Brown. See, I had a personal opportunity for 30 years of my life to live with these elders. So they were all in the country illegally, except for Mother Farika. Everybody else was illegally in this country. Okay, for over almost 2 decades. So we have in our faith, we have a thing called hungry fed, naked clothed, sick nourished, aged protected, infants cared for. So when the elders came here on the tour in '88, after they finished the tour, the people who brought them here left them in America to fend for themselves with no green card, no paperwork, no nothing. So they was trying anything to stay in the country. So young people like myself at the time, we know how to get around in America. So that's what we did. We got around. So we traded off what we know how to do to protect them. And in that protection, we learned a lot of stuff that is very useful right now to our people. Okay, to our people. Our people got all colors, shades, everything. So our people ain't no one gal, no one girl. Don't never think you can peg us down like that guy right there. Nah, man. You can't never know us. That was the whole point of the now being order. Just like the Klan. You would never know who was in it until you pull out their cape or whatever we don't wear no cape, by the way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. Okay? We don't do that. We do the thing where you can see me every day at the playground picking up my children, minding my business. Anytime you want to stop and talk to me, feel free. But that time that you take, make sure you're talking to me straight now. Talk to me straight, because my children are always with me, so they want to hear what you're saying. So the two in the back, Micah and Esther, is the ones that took me to the Supreme Court at that time and at that age. At that time and at that age. So they was like 10 and 12. They took me to the Supreme Court 2 times. They won 3 times. Okay? I didn't go the 3rd time. I was like, yo, man, y'all got me in front of the Supreme Court. Good gracious. And I'm listening to my children speak. And I'm going, who taught them how to talk? Who taught them to get in front of these judges and talk to them? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They talking in front of these judges, taking pictures with Supreme Court justice. So I knew that whatever the Almighty had me doing had my children. They said you could tell them by their fruit. So my fruit had me in front of the president and all that stuff. So I'm loving it, bro. I'm like, I'm making me some twins. I tell you, I don't know who's going to do it, but somebody go step up, okay, and make them twins, because the twins going to be phenomenal, man. See, I see my children before they show up. And no, I ain't got no 10 baby mamas, man. I ain't got none of that. One woman gave me 11. Stop playing, guys. I keep mine. I keep mine. You better know that. I just need somebody to come up and make these twins right quick. And that we're going to go ahead and make it up from there. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's got to be real. I had an elder that was making babies at 90 years old, man. He figured out he didn't start making babies till he was 60. Because his life was so terrible and dreadful that he couldn't figure it out like that. But he met him a young woman. She was like, Baba, you got that thing going on. She gave him some babies. He was 96 before he passed. But he had 2 babies in between the time, I think. I think that was cool at 90 years old. What you think, Bob?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So that's how we live in our world. We don't subscribe to no European thinking because you ain't got no European guy with all his resources, all this stuff. He can't get no 11 babies out of no one woman. He can go ahead and stop pretending. With no in vitro fertilization, none of that bullshit, none of that. Straight up, boom, that's how it goes. Okay. So shout out to all the mothers that's putting their time in and make sure the mother thing is doing that. And people can forgive me. I ain't never make enough money to take care of everybody, but I take care of my children. So let's keep that 100. Can't afford that other lifestyle, but I can afford the one I got. And we're doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? This is some of my children artwork. You know what I'm saying? We painted the wall in the background. Let's see if I can get it right. This is a piece right here by this brother Sharif. The big piece. You know what I'm saying? I hope I can get it right. So we do art in the house, man. My children paint walls in the house. You know what I'm saying? How did I get that right? We paint the walls, bro. You know what I'm saying? We get bored. You know what I'm saying? So we go spend a couple $100, buy some paint the walls. How I'm doing that? Let me see if I can get that right. How we doing that? Did I lose it? Did I lose me again, Baba?
You stuck.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I got stuck. Okay. So now, let me see if I can do that right. This piece is by a brother named Sharif. This artist. Where's my phone acting funny? That piece right there. Now, if you look at the wall, the children painted the whole wall, man. This is some of our artwork that we got. These 2 pieces right here, I painted it one night. I call them the twins. So let me see if I can get it in better. Right there. So I knew I was going to have some twins. That 2 pieces right there. When I painted that 2 pieces, I said, oh, somebody giving me some twins. So I've been stuck right there. Every woman around me say, you can excuse me from that thought. I'm like, that's cool. You all right? You excused? But see, it's about longevity. Instead of arguing with people right now, I tell them if they have a worthy argument, I'll argue with them in 50 years. They say, how you going to argue with me in 50 years? One of my children will come argue with you. One of my grandchildren will come argue with you. Yeah, don't even argue with me, man. Psalms 129, man. 129. They can go back and read that. My children will come and argue with you. One guy called himself a lord. He had people he ruled and everything. So he didn't like me at all because he's a lord. I'm a priest, but he's a lord. So he got people. So he was arguing this wrong type of argument. I said, look, bro, for you, how many children you got? And he said, 1. I said, look, we'll take up this argument in 100 years. He said, what? What kind of insult is that? I said, listen, bro, you got 1 son. Look around me, man. I got 8 sons out here playing on the playground with in front of your face. We'll take this up 100 years from now. Have a nice day. Him and his followers, they didn't say nothing else to me in life. Because I meant what I was saying. I'll argue with you 100 years from now. Now rethink that. Rethink what you're talking about. Because if you ain't about that, don't bring that foolishness to me, man. We talking about generational wealth and you ain't got no generation. Come on, generation mean give it to somebody. Go adopt somebody and give it to them. What's the matter with people? We don't look after nobody no more. The little children out here with no parents, no nothing. We don't want to adopt nobody. Come on, Bob. We lost again. We the lost generation again. I built that company in 1992 in case anybody want to know. That's why people heard about the lost generation. I built that, and I had a warehouse in Baltimore where we just promoted the lost generation. So it became a hashtag before it was hashtags, the lost generation. People can Google me, man. They can know already. See, I wasn't trying to be out there like my elders who went out on the streets, fed people, clothed people, did all the things where they taught me. But people let them starve, man. They ain't really starve, but you let them have a rough life like that, and they help you get a brand new house, car, shoes. They helped you get material wealth. So you're supposed to have in your mind spiritual and material balance, because that's what we were taught. Spiritual and material balance. That's what we were taught. So how you come and get the teaching from I, and then all of a sudden you rich, we ain't got no balance. Okay? Black Wall Street can't get rebuilt because don't nobody shop at black stores. So people got online stores. People making billions of dollars online. As long as you don't say buy black. You say buy black, you ain't getting that money. Because you just became a target audience that people don't support at all. Most people on social media don't know that. You're grouped into demographics. So, like I said to one person the other day, I'm no longer going to service the urban market. They were appalled. They would say, why would you say that? I say, the urban market, they ain't going to get me paid, man. I'm going to go to the global market. I said, the global market? I said, yeah, you got more shades of black out there, bro. More shades of black. I said, I never thought of it that way. Yeah, I'm going past your urban market where we got to take the leftovers and fight over that, and you got to lie to the people, and I can't lie as good as you, so I'm going to be hungry because I can't lie as good as you. I can't get that voice command and tell people this great whopping story, and you give me $200,000 and I go buy a Maybach. I know what it is now since people been robbing the people. I know what a phantom is. I ain't never had one, but I seen people pull up in my yard with one because they good at getting that money out of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Can we be woke and conscious and redistribute that wealth so we could give these children some better life? Because the children are the ones being shot and murdered and all this stuff. And we still ain't offer them nothing. A paintbrush, a building to come to after school where they can paint, learn music. We ain't got no money for that. We ain't got no money for no after school program. And forget that nonprofit crap, because y'all don't go to work for no nonprofit. So stop offering out people nonprofit. Everything is for money. Because by the time you see my children painting, know for sure you paying what? $500 for a piece, man. You ain't paying no nothing. That piece right there with my brother painting, you paying 5 G's for that. You ain't no cheap nothing around here. We ain't doing that. We ain't got no discount. You can't diss my account. You either buy it or you don't got it. That's it. Can we stop trying to devalue each other? Please and thank you. Okay, that's my rant, Bob. I'm done. I'm playing nice now. Anybody want to say something? Feel free.
Priest, let me switch gears. Talk a little bit about. I know you've been hearing about. Well, this is politics, but about President Trump. You know, he's being sued for I think $250 million. His lies, I guess it appears, caught up with him, and the Attorney General of New York State just hit him with some charges, and they suing him for $250 million based on all kinds of fraud.
Okay, so that means that he gonna call, because they gave him a number, right? They said 250 million, right?
Yeah.
So he gonna go get 250 people, put up $1 million. He gonna write a check, and all of them people are gonna be rich and famous amongst themselves. So they gonna get their money back the same time. I don't understand the strategy in this thing. Yeah. So y'all be acting like the people be doing nothing fantastic. The dude could get 250 people to throw $1 million up. He got the guy that was doing the dirt for him to jump on the sword the other day. Banyan or something. The dude jumped on the sword for the man. And y'all ain't watching the news? When this boy say something, people jump on the fucking sword. conspiracy charges, the fraud charges. The boy jumped right on the sword like, hey, I ain't letting nothing happen to Mr. Who. I ain't gonna even call his name. I don't want nobody looking for me. He got people jump on the sword, man. Oh, good. Okay. How much? 250. He'll tell his son to go get some of them people that want to join his son's new group for politics. Yo, I need all the donors to come up with 250 to pay for my dad's fine. They gonna put that money up so quick that the money be in the bank. As soon as they pull the charges out, the money gonna be in the bank. Everybody gonna say, have a good day. What do y'all think this is? Money is money. If y'all gonna play money business, play money business. Now, I used to be a white boy. I'm sorry. I used to hang out with white people and do white people stuff. So I'm telling you how it go. I ain't pretending. That's how they do it. We don't act like that. We got our whole community based off of we don't trust each other. We don't do nothing for each other. We created the subprime market failure on our own because they gave loans to everybody, Spanish people, everybody. Now, the people who took advantage of the loans was the black people who couldn't get no money. So they took advantage of these loans. They knew they didn't have the cash flow to pay for it, but they put 20% down and got in. So now they went into a behavior where if you couldn't pay your rent, you had 30 days, you was out. So that behavior caused an influx of homeless people, a whole influx of homeless people. Now, the same people who did that found out that they became $50,000 in the hole because they couldn't pay the mortgage either. So now they went into foreclosure because they didn't have the 50 grand. Same thing they did to the lesser person happened to them. And here got the funny part. This is the part I find humorous. Out of all that money y'all making, y'all ain't had no friend to give you $50,000 to save you from foreclosure. You ain't had one friend to do that. Because in that culture, it ain't no friends. Vultures eat dead stuff. They take advantage of dead people and dying stuff. We became a vulture culture. We call it other races vulture culture. How we identifying? You can't identify it as you doing the attributes yourself. I'm sorry, I'm pointing out people again. Bill Cosby, you was right, bro. Bill Cosby was right. It was our people. Stop blaming other people, man. Systemic racism is a system is set up so you can't win. So if you can't win, then why play the game? People say you can't move in this area right here. Okay, fine. Go buy out the whole area. Remember, Black Wall Street was swamp before people started. They sold the people swamp. Anybody read the books? A swamp. They turned it into the most uplifting to the mind Black people. We started building models after that all over America. So Tulsa wasn't the only Black Wall Street. My great-grandparents was part of Black Wall Street in Richmond, Virginia. People forgot this, man. We set models for this thing. But we now know keep your mouth shut when you own everything. Don't say nothing. Okay? Because as soon as you own something, Karen going to come to your shop and cuss you out and make you lose your composure. And then you go get sued for hate crime. You're going to lose your business. Because Karen is like that this day. Or Kevin or whatever they call them. Because remember, people don't want to see you have nothing. Not even one of you have nothing. Because remember this, not to defame any guy, but the guy that runs Bed Bath & Beyond, he jumped off their building the other day. Anybody watching the news? 1.something billion worth of fraud. Man, if you caught me with all that fraud, I ain't jumping off no building. My lawyer's going to be paid until I'm 100 years old. What's wrong with you? You stole $1 billion and you go find a building to go jump off? What technology? Where you get? Oh, you ain't got no morals. That's what it is. So your lack of morals made it so that at the end of your life, you jumped off the biggest building you could find to tell the people that if you get this big and you steal all this stuff from people, this is your end result. Your end result, you're going to jump off the freaking building. Now, if good people ain't allowed to do that because we ain't jumping off no building. We took the whole billion and gave it away anyway. So we guilty. We gave it away. Everybody got it. All our friends, all the families eating good. So I got caught. Okay, good. I'm gonna go sit down and how much time? Good. I'm gonna go to jail. People gonna iron my clothes. What is the matter with these people? They're not prepared for the United States that they set up for people of color. They set it up for us. It's their turn. They don't want to take their turn in the criminal justice system. They jumping off a building. Our people go sit down for life and not even did the shit. They framed for the shit. Ain't it somebody else's turn to go do that? Don't jump off no more damn buildings. Don't do that. Come up and stand up like a man and get 40 years for wire fraud and tax evasion. Come get that shit. Come sit down for 40 years. They ain't gonna let their time. See, that's the time. See, the time. Their time is like, I ain't gonna do no time. I'm jumping off a building. Now, if you following that counterproductive behavior, stealing and all that, look forward to that. That's what you got. I'm sorry, Baba. Did I say the right thing again?
All the time.
Because they don't even know how I feel right now. I'm about to tell them something tomorrow night on my show, Listening Room DC. They don't understand. And then once I start talking again, I'm talking. I'm not talking to anyone. If you're listening, hey, good. If you're not listening, I got some Q-tips. You can get you some Q-tips and go back and download this show again and say, what did the priest say? That's how we doing it now. I'm going to say it one time, whatever show we on, go back and download the show so you can quote and go back and research it and see what we're saying. Because, like I told my children yesterday, nobody's going to talk about Thomas Secure. Nobody going to talk about these warriors that was all throughout Africa and throughout America that made our life easier because they stepped up in front of the bullet. They didn't have to stand in front of the bullet. They did that. Not because they wanted to either. We've been denied families. We've been denied everything. So why don't we just stop all that denying stuff and be like, let's have a blessed time. Let's have some families. And we want to go to the playground too. Me and my children, we go all the way, we go all the way across town to the other side of Northwest DC to go to the playground. Because up the street from us, a half a block, they decided they're going to tear down the playground and put a mixed-use building right there. That's what they decided. So they in court. They can't get the process to happen because some people are suing them and slowing down the process. So instead of fixing the playground, they decided to tear down the swings. Don't put no swings down, so you turn them down. Take the slide and everything out. So the playground has no function and use at all. Just yellow tape. Just yellow tape. Like, damn, y'all don't care about children at all. Cool. So we just go on the other side of town, go to the playground, go mind our business. Because I understand where I'm at. I'm in the hottest spot of D.C. 2-bedroom house on my street. It used to be where you could pay $1,500 a month and get a house. Now, you need $5,000 to live on my block every month to get the people. 5 G's. Give them 5 G's, you can rent. And the minute you ain't paying the rent, you're up out of here. They ain't playing with you. They ain't playing. They, like, get this money. Which I understand that, but there's no morals in that European system. Just get that money. So a lot of our people have picked up that behavior. It ain't about no feelings, about that money. You ain't got my money, you out. Cool. That ain't worked so well for our people because our people forgot that we had a God and still got one who still be checking us from time to time on our behavior and make our whole thing fall down in front of our face because we refuse to be obedient. We just refuse. We refuse. And we know what to do for our people. Everybody know what to do. Read Isaiah 3 if you really want to be upset with me. Read that, then read Isaiah 4 and see why one man got 7 women. Go see why. And them 7 women ain't none of them broke. Because that's part of the scripture. You can't be broke come around me when you broke. You can be broken. That could be fixed. Broke? No, man. You're added expense. So either you're an asset or you're liabilities. And a man ain't taking no liabilities. None whatsoever. You could be finer than water. But your fineness ain't going to cover your cost. So if you cost $200,000 a year on what you're doing already, you better bring that with you. plus some added expenses, because the paradigm is going to change. Your spiritual and material balance is going to take shape. So your money going to have to match your spirit. So if you got low vibration, your money going to be low in a minute. They might prop you up right now where your low vibration getting all this bread, but in a minute, that low vibration going to get that low vibration money. And it ain't going to be enough to make it so you can spend 200,000 no more. They do it to every generation. They psych us up so we can be failures. Can we please stop that? Can we not do that again? I'm sorry. I'm back to myself. I'm back to myself, bro. I'm back to myself. They let me back to myself. Brother say, you don't talk enough, priest. You too quiet. Quiet about what? What you want me to talk about? Everything I talk about sounds like I'm talking about somebody. Like we. What happened to us? Good morning. What happened to good morning? Good evening. People look at me and be grunting. I'm like, what you grunting for? What is it? What I know I ain't do nothing to you because I don't even know you. But you need a joint? I'll give you a joint to make you smile. You should put down that cigarette though. I don't talk to people like that. But if they engage me, I'll be like, man, put the cigarette down, man. Here go a joint. Smoke that. We'll have a better conversation. I don't want you killing yourself in front of me. Because that's just like committing suicide. Right in front of me. You smoking a cigarette and you want to talk to me. Put that out, man. Smoke this joint. Now, that's more like we trying to get along for a few minutes. Well, I don't smoke herb. I don't smoke cigarettes. We got a conflict. So, why we gonna have a conflict over that? I'll put my herb out. Please put your cigarette out. His Majesty show us to put aside petty differences and come together. Peace, fam. We tapped in? Yeah, we have to be tapped in, bro, because that's how you do it. You tap in, you tell the people what we need to do at this point. Because, listen, if we ain't going to do it, we ain't going to do it. And why can't people say, we're not involved, not interested? Okay? I get up on my phone every day, and I go through my phone, and I have a few hundred numbers or whatever. And every morning, I text certain people, good morning. Even if they never even text me back, ever, I text them every morning. Right? So now, one person I was texting for a couple months, they never text me back. They finally said, good morning. The sun is shining today. How are you doing? I say, fine. Glad to hear from you. I'm smiling from ear to ear because you text me back. It's been 3 months. You ain't text me back. I didn't say that part. I'm thinking in my head, you ain't text me back in 3 months. Me, I went too far again because I'm so happy they text me. I'm like, I've been really trying to talk to you about doing this, that, and the other, and we could do that. And they said I had a great loss. I said, well, look, I can't fulfill your loss, but I know for sure we can get right. We can get this thing right. What you trying to do, we can get it right. Because what they do is something I need. Oh, yeah. At this point, we need to stop fighting and being dumb. It's getting old. The new wave is black unity. Now, ain't that what I said, bro, Jay? I'm saying, let's come together. And now that we ain't got to argue over nothing, what do you need to make your business work? Okay, let me go get that for you so you can get to work. I got a few projects that I need you to do the same thing. I don't want no discount. I'm paying you your value for what you're doing. So we can have top of the line products. And people got to remember, Black Wall Street wasn't about selling nothing nobody. We had top of the line products where people came from all over the world to come get our stuff. You wanted a suit, you went to Mr. Johnson and got that suit. You wanted a hat, you wanted to get your hair done, you came to Madam C.J. Walker. We better stop. We make top of the line products where people be like, yo, why you think what that dude, Kanye West, can sell shoes for all that high price? He know the business. He know the Black Wall Street motto. You gonna give me $10,000 for this coat. And I'm the only one with it. You understand? That's how we do the business. If you want to make discount dollar store stuff, man, go be Chinese. Because that's where all that stuff is made. The Chinese got dollar stuff. Plenty of it. Plenty. Well, I want no more dollar. Our people like dressing fine. We like our children dressing fine. Oh no, brother said, put that back up, Bob. Brother said, we used to do the work for them. That's another thing we need to stop. No, don't stop working for them. Oh hell no, don't never quit your day job. Make that jam fun. Because they always gonna get the resources you're not gonna get. They're gonna get the new technology that you're not gonna get. They never in 100 years expect you to take that technology and be building your own company simultaneously. Okay? Simultaneously. Okay? I talked to a security guard today, and she's a nice person because when I first met her, I saw she was doing her thing, and I said, "Give me $2 million right quick so I can flip it." So she bust out laughing. So every day while I see her doing her security guard business, I would say, "Yo, all right, you ain't gonna give me 2 million, just give me 1 million." So she laughed. We talked for 2 seconds. So today, I said, "Look, man, we ain't gonna get no money the way you acting. Just give me 100 G's, man. Just give me 100 G's. We're gonna be all right." She said, "Look, man, I own my own security company, right?" I said, "I knew that. I was trying to get you to talk to me the whole time because I own 13 companies, baby. You was looking at me like you know that, but you didn't know that." I said, "But now you could be our private security." I said, "Yeah, you could be that." So she was standing there talking to me. So she Googled me right quick. And she said, "Oh, that's you." I'm saying, "Yeah, don't tell nobody." Because my daughter, she put me on the Instagram and all that stuff so people can know me. I ain't trying to know nobody, man. But anyway, here's the point. This lady got her little financial company, a protection company. So she was doing this. Come here, get over here. Hit the company right here. Sorry for that. Hope I can get it right. Come on, finger. I'm trying to figure out how to do it right. That's the
Mhm.
company.
Right there. Mm-hmm.
So that's it right there, right? So now this she working and she got her own contract. She said, "I quit my job last month and created this company and got a contract." I say, "So now you paying attention?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, fine." I ain't say quit your job, but if you can do that, go ahead. Quit your job, take your money, invest in yourself, make your own company, and then we can get some contracts between each other. Then we can hang out. I don't want to marry you. I just want to make some money with you, baby. Plain. Can we make some bread together? And that's the thing what I'm saying to the women around me. They've been abused on a different level, mentally, all type of stuff. And I was married for 25 years. That didn't work out. So cool. I'm not trying to fix everybody's problem. I'm trying to fix the problem that I can fix, the one that's in my face. So I'll fix your problem. I'm a troubleshooter. Let's get paid with that. Can we get paid with that? 'Cause that's my whole mode. So if you want to meet me, we got artists, we got models, we got everything that's around us. Why we can't help these people get paid so we can get 3.5% of their money? We way past rich, man. We wealthy. We just got poor attributes, man. It's poor. We just poor. If 100 people send you $2 right now, you got $200. So there's no need for us to be broke ever, ever. Nobody around us. Well, say, what about artists not owning their masters, for example? Well, look at it this way. Anita Baker, they kept her music for 30 years. She just bought her rights back after 30 years. Them people that had her contract, children ate, grandchildren eat, they gonna keep eating. She bought her rights back. So now, the only way that she gonna get her money now is go on tour. Who wanna see Anita Baker? Everybody. Now, what do radio hosts supposed to do? Promote her music. All of it. Promote all of it because she bought the rights back. Okay. Oh, they supposed to own your stuff. You supposed to get caught in a 360 deal. So when people like me talk to you, brother Jay, we tell you don't sign that 360 deal, you be like, okay, priest. You just say okay. You won't sign that 360 because we can tell you what 360 is. We can tell you people got your masters, and then after 3 years, that's what they do. I'm gonna tell you straight. Don't nobody get mad at me. They sign you because you hot. You got followers or whatever. Okay, the first year they probably give you a nice 500,000 something so you can spend real good. Now you owe them. So that first year you're gonna cut the fool. You're gonna show your natural because you don't have no way of learning from anybody that ever been successful what to do with that bread. So you gonna do what people do, bling bling. Excuse me, you're gonna do your thing. So then within that 18-month period, your ass gonna be in jail. Within 18 months, your music gonna cool off, but now they gonna pull out from their catalog 2 more of your hit songs. You being in jail gonna make the notoriety of their music. It's yours, but it's theirs. They gonna make money for 3 years while you sitting in court. You can't go on tour because you on supervised probation on purpose. They gonna make sure you can't go nowhere and make no money for yourself. But your music hot. You hear your music on the radio. They making millions of dollars to recoup that 500 they gave you. That shit cost you $4 million every time they think about it. So you ain't getting no money. You might get $50,000 the next year. So now you gotta go back to what you know, flipping your money. They got you on camera. They already know what you're gonna do. They got you in a setup. And then by the time you're a musician, these clowns be getting $1 million worth of jewelry, going home on Instagram Live. You don't think nobody gonna come rob you. And then I got robbed the other day. Was that some notoriety? If they was really coming to rob you, you wouldn't be the guy saying you got robbed. Somebody else would say, they found him over there, he got robbed. See, y'all playing. Y'all acting like this some game. This ain't no game. People really turning up missing, bruh. For real, turning up missing. Now, we could cut it out, or we could just keep acting like this type of lifestyle work. These rappers are dying. And like I said to youngins the other day, what is a rapper? They say a container. A container of what? Got to have something inside of a rapper. If you're a rapper and you ain't got nothing inside, they finding you dead every day. Every day. Because you got nothing inside the rapper. Stop playing, people. We letting these kids make the money and we telling them something. Get the money, get the money. Well, they dying young. Isaiah 3 is telling you, y'all keep going past the scripture like y'all want to fight. People wrote the book so we can have a remembrance of what we supposed to be doing. Obviously, we wasn't going to do it because we stubborn and stiff-necked all now. We want to go ride with this girl and that guy. And they can't even show you that they've been married for 50 years. They can't show you nothing. What can they show you? They got money. Everybody got to get it in America, whatever way you get it. Okay? What they got? You got a good relationship? Today, 3 years from now, you divorced. That's how it go. Why you divorced? Somebody else want to turn. Somebody else want to turn, they make sure they get their turn. It's America. Don't get upset over somebody they want to trade your wife in. People got music out that I listened to the other day on my show. Dude said his wife, he caught his wife with another woman. The song is going off all over the world. I'm like, who would want to put a song out about your wife gone with another woman? But hey, people like it. So hey, it's on the radio. I'm like, that's not what I'm promoting. But I don't run the station. I just play music, right? So, we got to understand that people are taking our adversity and making bread off of that. And not offering us any. See, that's the key point. If they're not offering you any money off of your adversity, that means your children got to go back to work. After you suffered for 500 years, your children still got to go to work. Because there was nothing put in place financially for you, your children, or nothing. By your 4 fathers, 5 fathers, 6. How many fathers you got? These days, they got 6 fathers in the household. 12 fathers, 12 different fathers. I mean, they got some incredible stuff in America these days. So you can't put don't look forward to the grandmother and grandfather thing no more. You got to look for 12 fathers showing up, grandfathers going to see the babies. They got 12 children in one household, 12 different fathers coming to visit each one of their own children with their own prodigy coming. We all mixed up, man. We mixed up on some different level. But we got all these bright leaders and bright teachers, and they bright, they intelligent. And ask them, when's the last time they did something for 1 million people? You got $1 million, you give away, get everybody $1. You got $1 million a day, go on Cash App and get everybody a $1. And see if that don't start something on Cash App. With your $1 million, Floyd, Everybody else, $1 million. Just take $1. That's $1 and give it to everybody that you can give. 1 million people. Not only you gonna make the platform go off, you gonna make every algorithm on the planet go off. So you instantly gonna be paying for what? Advertisement. Your advertisement gonna make your brand show up. Y'all better stop playing, man. I rebrand people, man. How y'all want to do the thing? Y'all want to keep being broke? Because I don't want to be broke with you, man. I'll rebrand it so we can get this paper, man. But I want to go to the playground. You need to go to the playground with your children. Because I don't see any older men like myself with their children at the playground. Yeah, they got cars, they got money. Where the playground at? In the neighborhoods? Oh, that's right. You don't live in a gentrified neighborhood. Because they was priced out. People went for the okie doke, got priced out of D.C. Where the same $400,000 house in the neighborhood is now worth $800,000. Exponential growth. That's generational wealth that we were taught, not by the book or by Europeans, but our own parents taught us that. Generational wealth. Excuse me, Bob, I've been going off. I don't know. Told you I was going to just start talking.
No, you teaching. If I may, priest, talk about, because I remember the first time I knew anything about health and nutrition or anything like that, or people not eating meat and stuff, that it came through Rasta. And while I was growing up in Washington, D.C., and it's so important in light of the day with the COVID. No, I don't know if you caught the COVID or whatever, but talk about health and nutrition, sir.
Okay, well, health and nutrition is this, right? Is another person that's an expert. I talked to this brother last night, right? And I didn't write it down on my phone. I didn't write it down on my phone, but he's on Instagram, right? And this brother is a nutritionist. And he tells you how to clean your system out, how to balance your system out and whatnot like that. So hold on one second. If you give me 5 seconds, I can see if I can look his page up right quick and pull it up. Is that possible?
Take your time.
All right, let me see if I can do that right quick while we're talking. If you can still hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to go in there because I talked to the brother last night and I told him that I wanted to have him on one of my shows, right? And it's called Baba Living Earth Foods. Baba Living Earth Foods. Okay.
Got it.
Excuse me. So now, Baba, so now I talked to his brother last night and I told him, yo, I'm about to take you out where I go. Because you already know what's up and you got the fan base, but let me get our people in on it and see how our people gravitate to learning what you have. So now as a priest, that's what I do. I'm not the expert on that. I just know what to eat because I hang around people that know what to eat. So as a result of that, at 60 years old, I could tell people I'm looking for somebody to make twins. So I don't have that thing where people got called tired. I'm tired. I got, yo, let's go. We're going to the playground. Okay, I got that because we eat the right food. So that brother right there would be more of a nutritionist than me. If you could type it up some kind of way, and make sure I said it right so we could get it. Because, like I said, that brother right there is the expert in that type of thing. Yeah, Baba, B-A-B-A, Living Earth Foods. Baba Pearson is the name. So now, this brother is the expert on eating properly. So if you take time out and listen to certain people, they will help you eat properly. And what we learned in our world is what I don't know, you know. What I don't know, you know. Okay? So if you know what I don't know, I have to be courteous to you and have manners and everything so you can give me the right diagnosis and the right medicine for what I need. Because I went to the herb store the other day and I told the young person what I needed. And they said, Baba, you need, I ain't going to tell you, man. Boom. He went and put all the mixture together. He said, now, boil it like this. Do this right here. He looked me right in my eye and he was like, "You got to do it like this, exactly." So I'm looking at the young man like, "Yeah, keep talking, bro. I got you." And when he finished giving me the instructions, I had to play it back in front of him. And after I started taking this formula that he gave me, I started feeling better. Because what I didn't know, this young person knew. Okay. Now, this young person happens to be in business with me at the same time. So what he doesn't know, I fill in the blanks for him. We didn't cash app each other, no bullshit. Man, we're like, yo, here you go, boom. Now I still had to pay for the ingredients. But that's how the business is. Make sure everybody getting their bread so you can keep being healthy and well. Okay, you got some people on Instagram. I ain't get their name, but they cooking food and showing people how to cook. There should be a list of people that really can cook, and then we can go into prepackaging this food and sell this food to people because they got a food shortage all over the place. Wherever they got a food shortage, like over there in what's that? Little LA, what they call that? Louisiana. Man, we should be having packaged food sent there every day. Water every day. We got wells all over the country. We got springs all over the country. We should have certified spring water springing up everywhere. Because there's money to be made according to what people are saying. So give the people the right thing. And still charge them $1 a gallon for water. Not $2.50. Charge them $1 for water. And you will sell 1 million gallons of water that you ain't even paid for because it's coming out the side of the rock. Remember that place in Maryland where they had this spring on 301 that you could get all this spring water. So we used to go there by the hundreds, man, and fill up 5-gallon containers, and the water never cut off. So we traced it to where the source was, and the source was a mountain. But the water was just coming down the mountain, and it ain't bothering nobody. And it came right through the ground, down the road where we captured the water. We had somebody test it. That was the purest water that we ever had in our life. So we started bottling it and giving it away. People say, you should make money off of that. Man, we know where the source is. You ever heard people say that? We know where the source is. You know where the source is, you can never run out. So share it out with the people so we can get that. $1, $1, $1 million, man. Stop playing. See? Like right now, they got the thing in Puerto Rico, no lights, right? No electricity. Right?
Uh-huh.
You heard about that, right? They've been out of lights for 5 days, no electricity.
Yep.
Check that out. Check that out. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a solar light bulb created by a black dude. But how am I not doing this right? Let me turn this way. Okay.
You see it good, Priest.
You got me? Okay. It's called Amaglow Green. That's I'm doing something crazy. Amaglow Solar LED. So now, okay. So I told the brother today, I called the brother in Puerto Rico. I said, yo, I need somebody to fly down to Puerto Rico where you at and take a couple suitcases for these light bulbs so that people can have them. He said, Priest, well, I'm in Atlanta right now. I was like, cool. The person who owns the company is in Atlanta. Let me call them right quick and get him on this call. Got him on the call right quick, like, yo, man, can we get 1,000 light bulbs down there right quick? He was like, yeah, when? Tonight. He was like, Priest. Priest, come on, man. Can I get a couple more hours in tonight? No, the man leaving out in the morning, man. These one of these days where we're going to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning getting these light bulbs straight. Is that a problem? Nah, Priest, ain't no problem. Nah, because they're going to be on the airplane. They're going to be in Puerto Rico tomorrow evening, charged up, where people going to have some lights tomorrow night in Puerto Rico, bro. Forget the talkie-talkie. No more talkie-talkie. Let's get to the walkie-walkie. Straight up walking. We done crawling. Our people ain't got no lights in Puerto Rico. We got a product that black people created. Them light bulbs should be all over the place. I just sent a couple boxes to Ethiopia. Okay? Because that's what I do. I take our stuff and send it where it got to go. Consumer goods. Everything except for dope and guns. Don't bring your dope behavior and your gun behavior around me. Don't bring it. Everything else, we moving all over Earth because we need everything all over Earth. Now, if that's too small for you, don't worry about it. That's probably too small for you. When we say it's all over Earth, that's probably too small. Okay? I'm sorry for you big people. Y'all got all the money. Y'all got everything.
You cut out, priest. You cut out. You cut your audio. Yeah, it's still out. Can't hear you, priest. Try logging off and coming back in. Try logging out and coming back in. Well, the priest getting it in, family. Thank you for tuning in to this very special edition of Baba TV. You should be right back in a minute. There he is. Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
See, what I told you, every time I start talking, they get too much of it. They cut off my whole audio. They were like, we're going to make you stop right there. We're going to make you stop. We got to be able to discern the segments that you're breaking it down to. Because I'm breaking the people down in segments. It sounds scattered, but if you listen to it carefully, you'll be able to go back and play the show over again and go, he said all that? Wild info? What is wild info? What is that, bro? Can you engage me with wild info? Let me know what that is. Brother just said wild info. What is wild? Because we're indigenous, so yeah, that's kind of wild for indigenous people. Can the brother say something about that?
Yeah, come on, brother. Who made that comment? Kind of define it a little bit more. Wild meaning, I don't know.
What? Because the thing what I know for certain is this, right? I just went to college. I'm in college now, so I can go get my degrees and all that stuff. Because like my lawyer said, I already got the degrees, but now I'm going to get the paper. So when I talk to people, I'm doing research. I have references. I can cite my references. A lot of good information. Yeah, bro. It's all over the place. Because if I talk to you all day, all the stuff that you know, bro, I'm going to learn from you. That's going to be a lot of information, too.
Shout out to the other Elder Ross. For all of you, I'm sure you already been on his page. Called Pharaoh Said That. Go, if you haven't subscribed to his page, Pharaoh Said That on YouTube. And shout out to you, Pharaoh Said That. Shout out to you, brother.
Peace, family. Yeah, because see, certain people know how I talk already, and you ain't got to challenge me. Challenge the systematic problem that we got. Challenge that. Don't challenge me. I ain't got no time to fight with you. I told you, me and you, if we got to fight, we'll take that up in 100 years, man. My children ain't gonna remember you. My grandchildren, great-grandchildren, ain't nobody gonna remember you. That's how important you are if you want to fight. See? That's how important you are. You're not that important in real life. Because this thing gonna go on forever. And if you tell people like these 1,000-year wars they got going on in Afghanistan and all that stuff, do people know they just over there fighting over dope trade? That 90% of the dope is grown in Afghanistan and supplied to the whole world. Do everybody know that? That's why the military is over there protecting it, their investment. Anybody ever check that? That the reason why there's an epidemic of heroin and stuff in the white community is because they getting it raw, because they serving in a war where they're protecting their interests, where they're getting it raw. So they're getting raw and shooting up raw. So now it became such an epidemic because they had access to raw stuff. Raw. So they OD and they don't know how to cut it. They always get it from Leroy in the black neighborhood who cut it just right for them. But now they got it themselves and they ain't cutting it right. It became an epidemic, so they said it's a medical disease now. Shooting up dope is medical.
Plus
like, okay.
The Chinese putting that fentanyl in it.
Oh, that's the new stuff. See, the new stuff is now we got them strung out. We're going to get them something that's going to kill them. Now, they ain't going to die the first time, but the second time they're going to lose their mind for sure. They definitely gonna lose their mind. So by the time they lose their mind, the people won't be good for anything. So then what happens if you really reflect on all the advertisement that's going on in America right now? Zombie movie after zombie movie. Everybody apocalypse this. You're gonna have your weapon on you. You got to check for zombies and all this stuff. Well, they created the fear. Only thing you gotta do is turn the purge on people, like they said in Chicago. When they did that in Chicago, they really said that to people. People called me like, "What we gonna do?" I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep going to the playground and grocery store, and when a guy decides that that's what he wants to do, he wants to purge me from the planet, he will find out that it's easier than he think it is to be purged. You being purged is quite easy. What's wrong with y'all? It took me 40 years of therapy to get out of my head what I learned in the Marine Corps for 5 years, 3 months, and 16 days. Took me 40 years to get that out of my mind. So if a guy want to wake up one day and decide that he pushing that button, hey, guess what, man? I don't have Alzheimer's. I will remember and will explain to you in the language that we explained to you in 40 years ago. One shot, one kill. And since I don't have any weapons, I'm gonna have to use yours on you. I have no choice. I gotta take your weapon from you and use your weapon on you. So when you come to me with that, I have every intention of taking yours from you and using it on you, every bit. And when I finish using your whole clip, I'm searching you for the next clip. Then I'm gonna use that on you too. So whoever recover you will find out like, hey, look, man, I wasn't in it. But you came to me with that and you're now disarmed. That's what disarm actually means. There's no use of you at all. There's no weapons. There's no bullets, no nothing left. Nothing. Next, scrape that up and move that. Because, see, some people ain't got no manners out here, man. You think that people scared of that stuff. We did that stuff for real. And we did it for the Constitution. So stop playing with us like we afraid of that. We did that. And then we became your crazy uncles and all that stuff because we ain't had no sense. Because we went out and did that for you and defended your rights. So now we find out we ain't even got no rights in America because we 3/5 human being. You ever heard some shit like that, Bob? We 3/5 human being. 3/5.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people the other 2/5 is angel. So that's what gave us our redemption power. We were redeemed from amongst these people. So we can show the people the light of the Almighty. Be like, you ain't gotta live that wickedness, man. You can live righteousness, eat good. The planet got everything we need. Just the wrong people trying to run stuff. And they weren't given a permission slip. And by hurt, harm, and danger, they got everybody subjected to what they got going on. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm not a subject. I never bowed to any king. Not living. Okay? So, I don't know no queen. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about no president. I don't know about any authority because the only authority I got is the one that let me breathe every day. That's the authority that I answer to. Because the minute the Almighty stop breathing in me, there ain't nothing nobody else can do. They can't give me no ventilation. Can't nobody breathe in your mouth. When the Almighty call that spirit back, that's it, done, it's over. So that's all. Stop pretending like we got some power and get back to living, Baba. Let's just get back to plain everyday living. In the middle of all this hectic stuff, I'm saying it, downshift. Downshift whatever you're doing and come up with a better solution for the people, man. Just come up with it. And stop trying to be the boss when you know you ain't the boss. If you asking questions, you're not the boss. Remember that. People ask the boss questions. How we going? They ask the boss that. So if you want to be the boss or all that type of stuff, be prepared for people to ask you questions. And stop being short with them if you the boss. Because some people be doing their job description that you gave them on a piece of paper, but that job description requires 30 more things that's not in the job description. So when they bring that to your attention, like, yo, this slavery, man. They be like, this is part of your job. But I read page 3, paragraph 4. It ain't got none of that in the job description. Well, you one of them smart ass niggas. Yes, I am. Yes, I read page 3, paragraph 2. I read it. And then paragraph 4 said I ain't even got to put up with none of that. Well, you can pick up your paycheck at the end of the day. My daughter just faced that. I was like, congratulations, baby. Welcome to my world. She got fired from a job. I was like, thanks, baby. You making me proud. She said, Daddy, what are you talking about, man? I said, yeah, because you're not one of those people. You came in a position as an assistant manager or something. You came and took over the place, made sure the place is working right. You putting asses in the seat, which is what you do in a restaurant. You making sure everybody got the right food, the right drink. You're making sure it works, right? Yes. So you're making income for that restaurant, right? Yes. Now they have a manager that don't know how to manage. But you don't care about that because he's just interfering with your normal day. So you ignore him and do what you're doing. So she did that like I told her. Just keep doing your thing because everybody going to pay you some mind anyway. All the workers going to work on your level. So the guy, the manager, he hired somebody he know was incompetent on a high frequency level where you got to be moving back and forth. That person couldn't move that fast. So my daughter got the patience a little bit more than I got. So the person was making drinks for the clients and made the drink 4 times for more than 10 clients wrong. So my daughter ain't got no patience for no shit like that because you messing with the money. The people, they asked for this and you gave them some other shit. You messing with the money. So my daughter go there 3 different times, tell the woman, look, you got to work on that. Tell the manager, you better get somebody that can do that because you making my money slow down on my table. Right? So then they fired her that night. The dude said, you can't be the boss of my shit. She said, I don't want to be the boss of no losing venture. Thank you very much. I'll be back next week to pick up my check. Because if this how you run your establishment, you'll let one person come and make 10 people who you know going to buy dinner, who already bought drinks, 10 people to spend $100 a piece, bro. So you going to let $1,000 walk out? My daughter ain't trained to let no $1,000 walk away from no table. She trained to get that money. Hey, you have a nice dinner? Thank you very much. Yo, that drink good? Okay, good. Boom. My daughter used to getting $200 tips, man. She ain't used to that broke people shit. She working high-end stuff. So she gonna make sure her clients, excuse me, I'm trying to get her to understand, like, if you take that same thing what I taught you and bring it back over here, our clients will pay us, man. Because we got that customer service. We're gonna make sure you good. And you're gonna give us a tip. So we're going to make money from you, from the food, the service, the ambiance, everything, and you're going to give us a tip. Now, where's our behavior at again, family? If we ain't got that behavior, then how we trying to get money out of our people who used to being everything that happened to us, man? We've been abused on a different level, bro. I kid you not. That's it, Bob. I had to calm down again before they censor me again.
Well, Priest, I thank you. If you don't have anything else to give to us, I think the cup is running over. And as you see, the priest has the cash app I put right there in the bottom of the screen, family. I'm sure he would appreciate it if you learned anything or listened to what he said, and you think that it's something of value. Throw $1 in there, throw $2 in there. 100 be better, but throw something in there, ones and ones, throw something in there for the priest. I think he would appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. This is one of my foundational teachers and elders from Washington, D.C., and I appreciate and love him so very much. And we want to always continue to hear from our honorable priest, Ilika. Brother, if you don't have anything else left to give give him something to take us on out, and then I'm gonna take us on out with some midnight, because I said I'm not gonna let midnight die.
No, never let midnight die, because it's always daylight where we come from. Now, what I wanted to say to people is, I don't mind if people don't give me anything, because that's what I made my living off of, not receiving. getting the shit into the stick. Like Sam Brown told me 32 years ago. He said, youngin, you got the shit into the stick. I said, what do you mean, Elder? He said, you going to rule everything, but you going to have the shit into the stick. So I said, what do you mean? He said, you're going to have everything, but you're going to have the shit in the stick. He said it about 3 times. I was like, what are you saying? It took me 30 years to figure out what he was saying. So now I have the stick. I still rule, but now I can go to the bathroom and wash my hands anywhere I go in the world because I have the stick. And because I go to the bathroom and wash my hands, I no longer have the shit on my hands. So I'm telling the people, take the shit off your hand. Go wash your hands, man. You got shit in the stick. Go to the bathroom, wash your hands. Keep the stick, though. That's what the elder told me. Don't let the stick go, because if you let go of the rule, you ain't going to have nothing. We got to rule ourselves one more time, people. We got to rule ourselves, govern ourselves, talk to each other with some respect and love. And believe me, like I told the people at the laundromat earlier today, I need more haters. So please don't help me. Please give me some more haters. Please have something to disagree with me. Tune into my radio show. Tell me how much you don't like my music. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm going to keep being me. I love y'all just like your family. Peace, family.
I thank the Lord for life right here. Oh yeah, I thank the Lord for life. In a garment suffering, in a drink offering, in a food offering.
Hold on. I gotta bring that one back. I always have it on pause. The people of Washington, D.C., we know midnight in a very special way. As they started out when they first came from the island of St. Croix and did their first couple of albums there. I'll say 3 of them there. And we know them in a very special way. And with that being said, this one says right here.
I thank the Lord for life right here. Oh yeah, I thank the Lord for life. In a garment suffering, in a drink offering, in a food offering, in a praise offering, right here, right now. I acknowledge the Lord of life, of light, of one filament that's undivided. Right here, right now. I thank Jah the Lord for life. I be Selassie by His name sake, and for His name sake. Blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness' sake, who speak not out of vain puffed up ambition and false vanity. Right here, right here. Oh yeah, I thank Jah the Lord for life. Right now, I offer thanks for rights. It has been photon, electron, deltron, activation, searching the depths of the mind for the negative function to split the atom. Yeah, this is the new psycho-perversion inversion. Yeah, right now, yeah, right here, yeah. I thank the Lord for life. A singularity type. Right here, right now. Oh yeah, it was a code, a binary code. Yeah, the triune God, Haile Selassie, might of the Holy Trinity. Hey. He who foresee and forespeak, yes, it was a binary God to exclude the Trinity. Right here, right now, I acknowledge the Lord of life. Ethiopia root from the ancient without divine, the splitting, tuning form of the blue and the white night. Right here, right now, calling out Zion child. Right here, right now, right here, right now. Yeah, acknowledge the Lord of light. Yeah, it was the rain from a smoke offering. That carried the drops to the wind on your skin. Blessings flow out from within. Right here, right now, I thank Jah the Lord for life. Right now, I singularity of light. Right now, right here. Version of your upside down glasses experimentation. Yes, right here, right now. I thank Jah for life. Right now, my mouth shall continually utter praises unto Jah. Yeah, He is the strength of right, the strength of life. Yeah. Ancients don't know man like ego. I thank Jah the Lord for life. Oh yes.
All right, family, and this next one is by our brother, Dwayne Stevenson. And this one says reggae vibe. This is brand new by our brother, Dwayne Stevenson.
Well, if you're feeling that reggae vibe, then you should savor the music and dance away the night. Oh, if you're feeling on reggae high, forget your troubles behind you and feel the reggae vibe. Oh yeah. Come for the music and stay for the vibe. Tell a friend we're gonna party till it's bright. We're on a mission to preserve the music. Don't come around if your vibe is not right. On this conscious reggae flight, ooh, reggae music gonna lift you up to the sky. So if you're feeling that reggae vibe, then you should savor the music and dance away the night. Oh, if you're feeling on reggae high, forget your troubles behind you and feel the reggae vibe. Oh, well, if you're not skanking, then you really ain't cool. Lose yourself in the musical beat. Tell a hater that you are come true. There's message in the music, there's peace in the mind, a rhythm in your soul, and a joy that they just can't define. So if you're feeling that reggae vibe, then you should savor the music and dance away the night. Oh, if you're feeling before me lose control. Watch the woman them a bubble when the artist make the lyrics unfold. Cause if I can't feel the beat, it's like the whole wide world gone crazy. Yes, if I can't feel the beat, it's like my whole life just get empty. Cause if you're feeling that reggae vibe, then you should savor the music and dance away the night. Oh, if you're feeling on reggae high, forget your troubles behind you and feel the reggae vibes. So if you're feeling that reggae vibe, then you should savor